When someone asks what you do, can you explain your legal job clearly in English? In this class, you'll learn how to talk about your daily work, describe your role in a legal office, and use the present simple to sound accurate and professional when introducing yourself or a colleague. This is part of our full legal English course for lawyers and legal professionals. If you want access to all the lessons plus community support and practice, join us on our school platform. The link is in the description. Here's what you'll learn today. You'll practice how to describe your job, things like I answer phones or I help lawyers prepare documents. We'll learn job titles like assistant, paralegal, and receptionist. And we'll work with grammar, using the present simple to say what you do and what other people do. By the end of this class, you'll be ready to describe your legal work clearly and confidently. A legal assistant is a person who supports lawyers with both office work and some legal tasks. They answer phones, write letters, prepare legal forms, and help organize the lawyer's calendar. For example, Maria is a legal assistant. She schedules meetings and prepares files. Maria might also help draft simple documents or send emails to clients. She's not a lawyer, but she makes sure the lawyer has everything needed to work efficiently. An intern is someone, usually a student or recent graduate, who works in an office to gain experience. They may not get paid, but they learn a lot about the job by helping and observing. For example, Daniel is an intern at a law office. He is learning how to do legal work. Daniel might help organize files, observe client meetings, or do small tasks around the office. It's a great way to start a career in law or any other field. A clerk is someone who works with documents, records, and office organization. In a law office, a clerk might help with filing or organizing legal forms. In a court, a clerk helps the judge by managing the case documents. For example, the court clerk files documents and helps keep records. Imagine a courtroom. While the judge listens to the case, the clerk makes sure everything is recorded and in order. Without the clerk, the court would not run smoothly. A legal department is a team inside a company that deals with legal issues. They help the company follow the law, write contracts, and solve problems. For example, she works in the legal department at a big company. Let's say it's a bank and they're opening a new branch. The legal department makes sure everything is legal: permits, contracts, and employee rules. They don't work in a law firm, but they do important legal work inside the company. A court is a place where legal problems are solved. Lawyers, judges, and sometimes juries all work in the court. For example, the lawyer went to court to speak to the judge. Think of court like a special office where decisions are made. A court can be about criminal cases, family issues, or even business problems. It's where people go when they can't solve a problem on their own. A judge is the person who leads the courtroom and makes legal decisions. They listen to the facts, ask questions, and then decide what the law says. For example, the judge listened to the case and made a decision. Imagine a case where two people argue about a contract. The judge listens to both sides, reads the contract, and then decides who is right. Judges are experts in law and must be fair and careful. A client is the person or company who pays a lawyer for help. Clients can be people with problems or businesses needing advice. For example, our client asked for help with a family law case. Maybe a client wants a divorce, needs a work visa, or has a business issue. Lawyers work to protect their clients' rights and explain the law clearly. A case is a legal problem that goes to court or needs legal help. It can be about crime, money, family, business, or immigration. For example, the lawyer is working on a criminal case. Every case has facts, documents, and goals. The lawyer studies the case, prepares arguments, and tries to win or solve the problem. It's the main unit of work in legal practice. To file documents means to put papers in order, in folders or on the computer or in a cabinet. For example, I file documents every morning. This is a common task in a law office. Say it with me. File documents. In the office, we often need to answer emails. We read and reply to messages from clients or coworkers. An example is, he answers emails in the morning. This is a common task for everybody, assistants, lawyers, and paralegals. Let's look at how we talk about what we do every day at work using the present simple. We use the present simple to talk about routines, things we do again and again. For example, I work in a law office. This is about you, your regular job. You help the lawyer. This is what you do. We file documents. We means me and my coworkers. This is a regular office task. They answer emails. This talks about other people, maybe the assistants or the team. There's no S at the end of the verb when we use I, you, we, or they. Let's say 4 sentences together. I work. You help. We file. They answer. Now, let's see what changes when we talk about another person. He or she. In English, we add S to the verb in the present simple when we talk about he or she. She answers the phone. He sends emails. She writes documents. So let's practice the pattern. He works. She answers. He sends. She writes. This S rule is very important. It's a small sound, but it shows you're talking about someone else, not yourself. Let's look at verb endings for he and she in the present simple. We just add S. She works, he helps, she files, he types. But when the verb ends in CH, SH, X, O, or SS, we need to add ES. Let's say these examples together. CH, he watches TV every night. SH, she finishes the report on time. X, the lawyer relaxes after court. Or O, she goes to court every morning. SS, he misses the deadline. This small change is very important. It helps your English sound correct and professional. Let's practice some real sentences together. You'll listen, then repeat. After each one, I'll tell you why it's correct. I file documents. Say it with me. I file documents. There's no S at the end. With I, we just use the base form of the verb. Next, he sends emails. Repeat. He sends emails. That's right. With he, we add S. Sends. Now, we answer the phone. Say it again. We answer the phone. Perfect. We is plural, so no S. Last one. She helps the lawyer. Together. She helps the lawyer. You got it. She gets the S. Helps. Now let's work on some legal phrases. Let's start with the common one. On the job. This means during your working hours, while you're doing work. For example, I answer emails and file papers when I'm on the job. You can say, he talks to clients on the job. She writes reports on the job. This is a simple way to describe when you do your tasks at work. Next is a useful phrase, day-to-day tasks. These are the small things you do every day, like answering the phone or checking emails. For example, filing documents and answering phones are my day-to-day tasks. It's a great way to explain your regular daily work. My day-to-day tasks include email, meetings, and reports. She manages the calendar as part of her day-to-day work. Now here's a fun idiom. Learn the ropes. It means to learn how a job works, especially when you're new. In my first week, I learned the ropes by helping a legal assistant. You can say, I'm still learning the ropes, or he helps new people learn the ropes. It's a friendly way to say, I'm getting used to the job. Let's learn another idiom. A lot on my plate. It means you are very busy. You have many tasks at work at the same time. For example, I have a lot on my plate this week. 3 meetings and a report. You can also say, she has a lot on her plate. She's helping 2 lawyers today. We all have a lot on our plate this month. This is great when you want to explain that work is busy. Let's finish with a wrap-up story, a day at the office. Let me tell you a little bit about my day at the office. I'm a legal assistant. I usually start on the job around 8 a.m. My day-to-day tasks include answering emails, filing documents, and helping the receptionist when the phone is busy. I also support the lawyer. I print documents and schedule meetings. I'm still learning the ropes, especially with the legal software and how to organize files the right way. And this week, I have a lot on my plate. A report to finish, 3 client emails to send, and some new training. It's busy, but I enjoy it. And now you can describe your legal job too, in clear, simple English. Before we finish, let's review what you learned today. First, you learned important legal job words like lawyer, paralegal, receptionist, and legal assistant. These will help you talk about jobs in a law office. You practice common office tasks like answer emails, file documents, and help the lawyer. We also studied present simple grammar. Remember, no S with I, you, we, or they, but add S or ES with he and she. And finally, you learned useful idioms to describe your workday. On the job, day to day, learn the ropes, and a lot on my plate. Great job today. Keep practicing, and soon you'll be talking about your legal job with confidence. We know learning legal English as a beginner is difficult. You can join our school group for easy lessons, live webinars, and a supportive forum, and start speaking legal English confidently. The link is in the description.